Alright folks, if you're like us, you're excited to start riding in 2024. And if you're going to be riding through a state as large as Texas, you are going to want to know the best possible roads to take by motorcycle. Because after all, life is short and we don't have time to be riding just average roads.
Ain't nobody got time for that.
Exactly. So that's why in today's video we're going to be talking about the top 7 best motorcycle rides in the Lone Star State. So stay tuned because we've got the best roads right here. Okay, so here we go with Texas. As you probably know, Texas is the second largest state in America. So there's certainly a lot to see while riding your motorcycle here. Our top 7 list of motorcycle roads will feature the best of the national parks and the best routes through the famous Texas Hill Country. But as always, we'll try to highlight 1 or 2 roads that are hidden gems that you may not have heard of, but you would not want to miss if you're passing through here in 2024. And for all the work that's put into the video, the only thing we ask of you in return is to hit that like button for us. It really helps out the channel. And don't forget to subscribe either. We've got more videos on the best motorcycle rides in other states in America, so be sure to check those out. And all the roads we're going to talk about can be found on our website, greatmotorcycleroads.com. There we have route descriptions, and best of all, we offer free links to the direct Google Maps routes, all of which you can get on the go right on your device. First up is the most famous motorcycle ride in Texas, the Three Twisted Sisters, featuring Texas 335, 336, and 337. This route is about 112 miles in length. Some call this great motorcycle ride Texas's own tail of the dragon, and for good reason. These roads carve and twist among clear rivers and through the dense green hills of central Texas. In one 15-mile section, you'll navigate around no less than 65 curves. But the entire route has constant switchbacks for miles, along with sweeping curves looking over some beautiful vistas, all of which offers motorcyclists an extremely technical, fun ride to navigate. The Twisted Sisters feature 3 main motorcycle roads. 335 is an especially wild road, with its roller coaster dips and elevation changes. 336 has some straightaways, and the 337 portion of the loop is probably our favorite of the 3. You'll ride past beautiful Texas ranches as you twist and turn on the long sweeping curves. And as with many of these routes, spring is the best season to ride here as far as the scenery. The wildflowers are in bloom everywhere and the colors are terrific. And before you head out, be sure to fuel up, as gas stations are few and far between around here. Enjoy this roller coaster ride through some of the best scenery in Texas on the famous Three Twisted Sisters. Next is the Swiss Alps Loop. There's a few variations of this loop, but the one we're going to highlight here is 150 miles in length. This route includes Texas 39, 16, and 470. Just west of the world-famous Twisted Sisters route are these beautiful scenic Texas back roads. This awesome ride can be started from Kerrville on Route 16, past Medina towards Bandera, Texas. Route 16 features a ride with lots of great twists, tight turns, and sweeping curves. You'll ride along river crossings and just overall beautiful scenery. We'd argue it's better to ride this if you're taking it from north to south. Just before Bandera, the road connects to Texas Ranch Road 470, which features exceptional views on your way to Utopia. On the northern section of the loop, Route 39 has a fair amount of twists and turns. It's a fun, curvy ride, but at the same time it's not overly technical, which makes for a great motorcycle ride for beginners and moderate skill level riders. For a shorter loop ride, take 337 through Vanderpool and over to the Swiss Alps of Texas in Leakey. But this loop along 39, 16, and 470 is among the best. There are so many great roads in this region, you really can't go wrong choosing to ride any of these Texas Hill Country roads. Next is the River Road to Big Bend, featuring Texas Road 170. It's about 158 miles in length. The Big Bend area of Texas offers spectacular riding, and this is indeed one of the best motorcycle roads in the Lone Star State. From west to east, the ride itself is a nice ascent into the mountains. Texas Road 170 is a highway which offers adventurous motorcyclists the opportunity to travel along the western Texas border. It's an incredibly scenic ride, with mountains, valleys, hills, and curves. Much of Texas 170 follows along the Rio Grande and is often referred to as the River Road. Then from Lajitas, follow it to the Ross Maxwell Scenic Drive. The Chisos Basin area of the park is gorgeous, as well as the monumental rock formations to ride through. and the winding switchbacks come at you one after another. For longer riding, head north on Texas Route 118. The northernmost 20 miles of this road is awesome, and you can extend this route to the nearby Big Bend National Park entrance, which is not to be confused with Big Bend Ranch State Park. Both of these parks are amazing, and riding through this entire region will showcase more than 800,000 acres of river canyons and inspiring mountain views. And just a quick station break, today's video is being sponsored by our friends over at Diamond Motorcycle. Diamond Motorcycle has been making custom seats since 1971. Their seats are custom fit, specifically designed for each rider and passenger, and they're made to relieve all the pressure points. And best of all, everything is made right here in America. They recently redid the seat over on my R1200R, and I've got to say it's the best riding seat by far I've ever ridden on. To find out more, visit diamondmotorcycle.com. Now let's get back to the routes. Next up is one of the more unique motorcycle rides in Texas. A few miles outside of Fredericksburg in central Texas is the 21-mile Willow City Loop. Take this loop ride for a distinctive combination of small backcountry roads with incredible scenery, with few crossroads or intersections. Willow City Loop winds 13 miles through some of the oldest and most unique geology in central Texas. The terrain changes from gently rolling hills to a dramatic, rugged landscape of deep canyons, tall, jagged cliffs, and vast panoramic views. The weekend traffic on this loop can be heavy with sightseers that come here to check out these wildflowers. So early mornings or weekdays will be a better ride on this road in the Texas Hill Country. And keep in mind, just about all the land in this region is private property, so be careful where you stop and wander around. After all, you don't want to come face to face with the business end of a Winchester. But joking aside, the folks who live here are reasonable, they just want you to respect their property. Even though spring offers the most scenic wildflower beauty, you'll have fun riding here at any time of year. You'll be amazed by the spectacular countryside on the Willow City Loop Motorcycle Road. Next up is Park Road 4 to Travis Lake. This is about 77 miles in length. There's a lot of great motorcycle riding along the mighty Colorado River in Texas, but this road is definitely one of the best. Park Road 4 connects State Highway 29 to US Route 281. It passes through deep valleys and hills. Park Road 4 starts out with some straight road among the hills, and then a great big hill which drops you down with awesome views of the valley. The ride will also take you alongside some scenic parks, including Inks Lake State Park and Longhorn Cavern State Park. Riders can stop at Inks Lake to enjoy the scenic views of the lake and wildlife. Try this route in the spring during bluebonnet season for even more roadside beauty. The ride continues through Marble Falls on 1431. There are some very technical curves and hairpin turns along the western side of this route, especially on Lime Creek Road, which makes it a fun challenge for more experienced motorcycle riders. But you'll definitely want to respect the speed limit on these corners. Long portions of the Anderson Mill part of the ride features relatively new pavement, which makes for a huge improvement. Enjoy this exciting motorcycle ride with turn after turn, multiple hills, and great scenery from Park Road 4 to Travis Lake. Next up is Highway 149. We'd argue this is the best little stretch of riding in the whole Houston area. Texas Highway 149 winds through the southernmost edge of the Sam Houston National Forest, which is known for its tall, majestic pine trees. You can start this great motorcycle road in Montgomery, just off Highway 105, and head north and east on 149 towards Anderson. As far as the curves go, there's some big sweeping curves with a few sharp turns thrown in for good measure. But the best section of roadway for curves is the 15 miles between Montgomery and Richards. The pine forest eventually gives way to more open, hilly farmland. And for longer riding, check out 3090 at the end of this route. This is a really good short ride down to 244. It cuts through some nice Texas farm country scenery. There's some tight turns here, and it makes for a great change of pace from 149. But overall, this is a fun and relatively easy ride on quiet country roads that will suit any type of riding style. The trees and landscape around the Sam Houston National Forest are breathtaking, and Texas Highway 149 is one of the best rides in the area. Next, we head up north to Farm Road 455. This is about 45 miles in length. This great motorcycle road is located about 50 miles north of Dallas. The route will pass through small old towns and bridges with creeks reaching out over vast open fields. There are a few straightaways with a nice selection of tight, twisty turns. West of Sanger, the riding is relaxed as the roads are generally smooth, and the ride brings you through farm and ranch country. While there's not a huge amount of twisting turns, it is a type of road that offers the best kind of long straights. A good example is a section of roadway that takes you along the shoreline of Ray Roberts Lake. It's a fun little stretch where the road is almost perfectly straight, and you can really open up the throttle and cruise on. If you're heading down to McKinney, Western Road on 543 is a beautiful section of road. But overall, this great motorcycle road in North Texas has a little bit of something for everyone. There's exceptional scenery and wide open vistas, and it's even a great road for beginner riders, as this is a sort of ride you could do time and again to practice your riding skills on. If you're looking for the best motorcycle roads near Dallas, be sure to check out Farm Road 455. So that's our list for the best motorcycle rides in Texas. If you didn't see a route that you think should be included, go ahead and let us know in the comments section below. If you found this video helpful at all, hit that like button for us. It really helps out our channel. And don't forget, all these roads can be found on our website, greatmotorcycleroads.com. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.